Hello again. Today we are going to talk about plucking eyebrows. One of the things that I wanted to share with you was that when you do pluck your eyebrows, you always want to work in this direction, always plucking away. And you also want a good instrument like a slanted tip tweezer, slanted tip. And when you pluck your eyebrows, let's say they're thick or thicker than mine, if you ever want to thin out your brows, you want to avoid pulling from the top. This is your foundation. And so when thinning out, just work from underneath. I would recommend taking something like an eyelash brush or a brow brush, and maybe if they're really thick, go ahead and brush up what you don't want to pluck and then pull down what you know that you're going after. One of the best ways to take care of your eyebrows is by plucking by hand. But again, you want to pluck away. And if you're not able to swap hands, just turn your wrist and be sure that you're pulling that way. All right, so I've been doing this for myself a really long time, and so I just have a few scragglies that I want to get rid of. But there are other ways to get rid of the hair that's on your eyebrows. Now, I've never tried threading, but I have a couple of friends who have. So if you want to try that, that's pretty good because, again, you're only pulling away the darker hair. I really wouldn't recommend waxing because that's going to take those ultra fine hairs that you really can't see, that aren't that obvious, and you want to keep those. The hair, like our lashes and our eyebrows, those are natural protectants for the eyes to keep things out of our eyes. And so when you're plucking, just kind of grab the darker hair that you don't want and then just kind of pull away. Now, I have been using cosmetic rounds. They're really very helpful, and I've got to get out of the habit of saying rounds. These are actually ovals. The ovals have a pattern on one side and they're smooth on the other side, but the cotton is going in one direction, and this also helps to exfoliate as you cleanse. So I will use my revitalizing treatment that I've told you all about that I absolutely love by Shiseido. This is for all skin types, and it's really great to use to soften the skin before you start plucking. But if you don't have that, the next best thing is the witch hazel, Dickinson. It also has other uses labeled right here, which again is really great. I'm just about out, so I'll be replenishing that soon. I also use this to clean my plucking utensil, or a little bit of alcohol. Alcohol you can use on this, but you never want to put the alcohol on your skin because it dries you out. So, and I mentioned, not waxing if you could possibly, I know you may be used to it, but if you can get used to plucking, that would be better. And the other thing too is shaving. Shaving also takes a risk of getting those fine hairs. And then of course what happens is that the hair grows back a little coarser. All right, well, let's begin. So I'm taking a little bit of this and I'm going to pump a little bit on my pad, saturate my pad. And then I'm going to tap underneath. And if it gets above, that's okay too. It's not wasted. And then I'm just going to pluck. I need a magnifying mirror so I could see the darker hairs better. And then with this same oval, I'm going to just wipe off that excess hair. Okay. like so. I didn't really have to do too much. I've been doing this for so long. My eyebrows are actually more gray than brown. So that's why I like to use the brow powder. Now, when I'm done, I'm going to add just a tad bit more and hold it there for just a second. It doesn't really bother me as much as it used to, but I just want to keep my skin soft and supple. And then I'm going to take a little bit of my eye cream, just a tiny little pump, and put it between my ring finger, and then I'm going to just pat it on. And then I can just work it in a little bit, but I'm using the ring finger. If you're just tuning in for the first time, I'm using my ring finger because it has the less pressure. And I'm working myself around there, like that. And then I'm probably going to just, well, I know I'm going to moisturize a little bit and then put some moisturizer down on my neck. And when you moisturize your neck, you want to work your way up. And after that, I'll just, toss on a little concealer because I don't really need a full foundation today. I'm really not going anywhere. Or maybe I won't even do that. But if I were going somewhere, I'd probably take some brow powder and deepen my brows like so. Let me just go ahead and do a little bit because, again, if you're tuning in for the first time, you've probably never, well, then you've never seen me do this, but I've got a double brow pack. It's a brown and black. And you can use this also as an eyeliner. So I'm just tapping in, and then I'm just going over my hair where it's, where there's more gray than anything, just to help my brows stand out a little bit. There we go. How's that? Better. Great. So thank you once again for tuning in and letting me share with you, great techniques for taking care of your brows. So until next time, thank you again. Have a wonderful day. May God bless you. Shalom.